8 pairs or 8 pairs?
Sure. Pairs, I suppose.
8 pairs in the men's event.
They deduct for drops, do they?
Yes, from the execution category, they deduct for drops. And
I see.
Of course, difficulty will tend to be lower. If someone didn't complete the whole move that was intended, then the difficulty score won't be as high either. Another co-op and a flamingo catch. Stacy, the woman with the disc right now, has only been playing for about 1.5 years.
Amazing.
And her partner Carolyn just threw the disc, has been playing for 3 years.
Now, do these partners, when they get together, do they tend to stick for a couple years? Do you just burn out on a partner, or what is it that causes you to go to another partner?
Well, I think you're looking for compatibility in a partner. Sometimes it's a matter of simple geographic convenience. The partners that play together the longest consistently are able to work it out, get, I think, the tightest co-ops.
Now, back to the fake fingernail. Is there any particular brand of fingernail everyone uses, or do they just use a regular women's fake fingernail and trim it down to make sure it's not beyond a reasonable length?
Well, both Frisbee players and guitar players alike are very fortunate that we live in a country with such a huge cosmetics industry. So there are a few brands to choose from. And then, of course, people, some people stack the nails so that there'll be 2 or 3 on top of each other. The idea is to maximize the clearance between your skin and the disc, because the skin is pretty sticky compared to a hard surface.
Kind of like a break when it hits it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also the disc is sprayed with silicone lubrication, and the brand of choice there is Krylon silicone spray. They're going for careful and somewhat difficult room delay combinations. I'd like to see some more co-ops. They had some wonderful co-ops working for them in the Civic last night during the semifinals.
I suppose the best place these people like to perform is outside, I take it. Crowd, the music, or is inside a better place to play?
Well, crowd and music, I would say even music first, crowd second. Conditions, Frisbee is an environmental game, so we'll put up with conditions. Outside, if the winds aren't swirling and the winds aren't gusting, and it's not too cold, we'll usually be happy. But last night in the Civic, we were playing in a gym, so those were nearly ideal conditions. Plus, the crowd was very close to us, and that made it even more exciting. But this the stadium today is great conditions. We were afraid that it would be swirling, and I sense that everybody's pleased with the conditions today. Not too sunny or hot either.
Well, it sure seems like these ladies are in damn good shape.
There we saw a spectacular move. They're definitely in good shape. That was a rim delay cartwheel. She didn't make the catch, but the crowd loved it. Stacy swooping to a roll. Bad luck.
Now, I know you mentioned a right and a left spin. What's that all about?
Well, the Frisbee is really a gyroscope, and so to control it, to keep it flat, since it wants to wobble, you have to account for that by basically spinning ahead of it. What we're doing when we do a nail delay, which is what you'll see, this flat move, it's just being held on the finger. You're making little circles underneath the disc, right around the center, going the same direction as the spin usually. Now you can move against the direction of the spin, but that's much more difficult and it's very challenging, and the judges will note that also. The judges are aware enough of what's going on in freestyle that they'll know when someone's moving with or against the spin. So these players are predominantly going with the spin. Now this disc, she has thrown a left-handed backhand, which is going counterclockwise. That was an Osis catch, very advanced catch. It's the classic flamingo form, but reaching in a reverse way. Rather than reaching through the front, you're reaching from behind while standing on one leg.
Well, Bruce, you think you ready to get out there and tackle something like that?
I'm impressed. They can go anywhere on this football field, right? Or is there a limit still?
They're going to stay near the center. That's another thing that the presentation judges consider is the use of space. Creative use of space, we'd be able to see from the way they run around.
The crowd really appreciates what these young ladies did. Of course, they're some pretty cute young ladies, too.
Are they from this area?
No, they're from